Hi you guys, how are you all? I hope that you are all doing well. I was thinking about what I wanted to film for this week's video and like with our upcoming trip and just kind of where I am right now in terms of makeup and skincare and my approach to it. I feel like I get increasingly more minimal and I'm constantly evaluating like where do I actually want to spend money when it comes to this. And so I thought it'd be interesting to talk kind of about a few items where like I'm really happy to make a splurge on products. And I feel like this will probably change for everyone because everyone has different like priorities, interests, all that. So this is really just about mine and I'm curious to know yours. So you'll have to let me know like what category of the beauty industry you're willing to splurge on. So I thought we'd just talk while I'm kind of getting ready with you guys today. It's the weekend, so I'm just doing kind of a light look. I'll do my best to mention products as I go, but probably more reliably look down in the description box to see what I'm applying to my face and what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna put on a little bit of foundation. I was using May Lindstrom skincare for about I think 6 or 7 weeks and there are definitely parts of it that I was enjoying, but my pigmentation really came back strong while I was using it. So I've since switched. I'm kind of teetering back and forth whether or not I want to do a review on May Lindstrom skincare. It'd probably just be like a more general review to show you guys products and stuff since it didn't really work out for me. Let me know if you guys still want to see that. So I'm just putting on some of the Weis liquid foundation and I feel like it's so hard to put on too much of this, so just such an easy foundation to wear. So the first area, which is kind of a perfect segue because I'm using it right now, that I am definitely willing to spend a little bit more money on are good brushes. For example, this brush that I'm using right now, which is a Zoeva 110 Face Shape brush, came in a set of 10 that I bought like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, actually maybe more than that. I have never once regretted that purchase. I feel like having a good brush set that's quality brushes that are going to hold up and last well, last you a very long time if you're willing to take care of them and clean them and store them properly. I don't even know if they still carry it, to be honest. I should probably check on their website, but I have the Zoeva, it's a vegan brush set, a set of 10 brushes. It comes with 4 complexion brushes and then 6 kind of like eye brushes, but you can certainly use a couple of them for complexion products as well, like concealer, and really I think like you just learn how you want to use brushes. You don't have to stick to their like prescribed usage. But I have been so happy with them and I just feel like some products do lay better with a brush, or for instance applying foundation with a brush for me is a much faster way to do it than using my fingers. So when I'm in a rush or if I just want to lay down like a nice wash of color and really even out my skin tone, I always reach for this brush. Now all this stuff that I'm talking about are more like beauty investments, so they're a little bit more expensive, but Zoeva does run a Black Friday sale every single year and that's actually when I purchased this one, and I think I got 15 or 20% off of this brush set. And then obviously because you're investing in quality tools that will last a long time, it pays off versus investing in something that's like cheaply made or will fall apart or the bristles will start to like shed all over your face, and then wanting something else in like, you know, 6 months or a year. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Glossier stretch concealer just underneath my eyes where I'm darkest. The next thing that I'm willing to spend a little bit more on is products that are refillable. So they tend to be a little bit more expensive, but if the actual refill packaging is really high quality, then I'm happy to spend that money. For example, like Kjaer Weis or Salt New York are just 2 that come to mind. So they're not like plastic refills that I feel like are gonna break or aren't super sturdy. These are refills that I feel like will last a long time. I also really like refillable palettes, so I'll invest in that. One of my absolute favorites is this Kjaer Weis Collector's Kit. It's super simple. It's nothing particularly fancy in terms of the outside. It's just like paper, but there is the best mirror in here, and to have this for travel is so nice. If you have a brand that you really enjoy using their products, seeing if they have something like this where you can just purchase refills and have everything in one place. So, like I said, the Salt New York refillable palettes are really nice. This is like a faux leather case and it does have a mirror. For whatever reason, mine's like a little bit wonky. I don't know if any of you have a Salt New York palette and your mirror's wonky too, let me know. I have the smaller one. They also have a larger one so that you can fit, I think 6 pans or maybe 8 pans. This one is the 4-pan palette and it's really nice and convenient. I feel like when it comes to makeup, like the best investment you can make are in products that you're actually going to use. There's always a temptation to have the latest and what's the greatest and, you know, what everyone is talking about right now. But if you're going to buy that and it's going to sit in your drawer, that ultimately is a bad investment versus if you have something that you buy that's a little bit more expensive, but you're actually going to use it all the way through, then that is obviously the better investment. And I think something to always keep in mind is with all of these brand new launches all the time, I am totally tempted, like you guys, to just like pick up everything, but I'm very strategic in terms of what I actually pick up because I want to make sure that I'm really going to use it. And the reality is that only stays the latest and greatest until the next product comes out. So it's this never-ending cycle and this horrible psychology of always wanting what's new, but what's new goes out of style so fast. So make sure whatever you're buying, like I said, is stuff that you're actually going to use, and then it will always feel like a good investment regardless of the actual purchase price. The next items that I feel like are always a good investment are low-tech skin tools. I'm always tempted by like very flashy new skin tools, but often they like require batteries, they need to be charged. Ease of use is not always there and you don't always think to grab them, or they can be kind of inconvenient. And then again, with this whole idea of the latest and greatest, like something new is going to come out that you're going to want instead of that. Whereas low tech skin tools are always going to stay the same. They do not require any batteries, any charging. You can take them on the go with you and you're always going to get the same result. So for example, a dry brush I would consider like a low tech skin tool. It's great for circulation, great for exfoliation, takes away the need for extra body care products like a body exfoliating product, and they last for years and years and years. Trying to find what eye product I want to use right now. I'm gonna try this Glossier Lid Star in Lily. Similarly, I would say a gua sha is a great skin tool. I like jade rollers, but I think you can do more with a gua sha. So if you are going to actually spend your money on something, that's what I would recommend spending it on. And I would say get it from a brand that has good education around it. It's actually a super sheer wash of color. I don't even know if you guys will be able to see that or if it will pick up on camera. My favorite gua sha tools are from Treatment by Lanshin. Great education. Their tools are super, super high quality, and when I'm consistently using their tools, I feel like I get really great results. They have your basic gua sha tool, and then they actually have something called the Lanshin Pro, which is my favorite because I feel like it combines a lot of different gua sha tool shapes that I've seen. So it has different edges to it. It has like kind of like a comb edge to it. Kind of underwhelmed by this product, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. I was really hoping for like a fun pop-up purple, but you can't even see it. Also, don't like that you can't set this down. You have to set it on its side, which I feel like maybe it won't spill out, maybe it's thick enough, but it's not very helpful. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of mascara. I'm putting some of this Minori Orchid blush on, one of my favorites. And I'm dodging the light again. Lastly, if you're going to spend money on beauty products, I always suggest investing in good skincare because the reality is makeup lays a lot better on skin that is hydrated, doesn't have a lot of texture, and like if you take care of base, then everything that you put on top of it just looks even better. So if you're going to spend a lot of money, spend it on skincare first. And hopefully you find a skincare brand that really works for you. I am back using the Emma Lewisham products, which I did a full review on. They worked so well for my skin. I am constantly testing out skincare products. It's actually rare that I go back and I do a whole routine again, but because those worked so well for my skin, I am doing that. So I'm using those. They are thankfully refillable, which is really nice and something that I'm really trying to look for in terms of the products that I'm using. Invest in good skincare, just like investing on like inner wellness in terms of the food that you're putting in your body will be reflected in your skin, will be reflected in your makeup. I'm gonna use Whitethorn on my lip from Rituel to Fille. Great neutral for me. And because this runs kind of pink, I'm gonna take Glossier shade Leo and I'm gonna dab that over the top. So I feel like a lot of this was like kind of intuitive, you know, like invest in what you'll use, quality over quantity, but hopefully this gives you guys an idea of, you know, the areas to kind of like pay attention to. And if you are going to spend money on beauty products, spend it with intent, consciousness, and I feel like that helps the purchase feel more fulfilling in that sense, because I think everyone's had the experience where you buy something, you're so excited about it, and then you get it and you're kind of like, oh, was the excitement the actual product, or was it just purchasing it? I think that's an important feeling to avoid, and you can do that by really being intentional with your purchases. Anyway, I'd love to know kind of what your splurge areas are. You know, maybe there's a particular brand for you, a particular product, or maybe like me, it's more like categorically, so maybe you're willing to splurge with tools but not as much with quantity of products. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to hear. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing really well. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys all very soon. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.